Okay, Assalamualaikum and good day everyone. We're back with our second day of Sorak with Bold, which is also the last day of this virtual event. Yesterday was filled with knowledge along with some entertainment, and I hope everyone is still excited and sticking us for today's session. So to kickstart this event today, I would like to invite Miss Gufran Alamodi, Senior Executive Graphic Design, photographer, and calligrapher to share her insight about the boosting the creative mind during pandemic. Please welcome Miss Gufran Alamodi.
Hi, Assalamu alaikum. Actually, I'm a bit nervous, but yeah.
Sorry, I hope we can start.
Everyone is great. First of all, I'm Ghufran Al-Amoudi. Actually, I was a student in UiTM. I graduated around 2009 in an art and design, graphic design. Now I'm a senior executive graphic design in a company called Pacific Interlink. And I'm a co-founder of GA Calligraphic. It's a small project I started while I was doing my master. And I do also my master in international contemporary art and design practice. And I started like my career actually as an instructor after I graduated from UiTM. I started back in Yemen teaching graphic design in the Lebanese university for almost 2 years before I finished my master degree. So then when I do my master degree, I started in international contemporary art and design. So after that, starting like doing my career as an instructor, then going to another type of experience, which is more in market itself. So yeah, if we could just go to the next slide, please. So actually, if we could just do the other slide, please. Yeah. So I started my career in the Lebanese universities, teaching all the major projects like studios, fundamental 2D, 3D, typography, calligraphy. Then I started to doing some also artwork for some campaigns like UNICEF and Mercy Care. Then I totally shift from an academic field to the totally different company, which is Pacific Interlink. It's more in trading and oil, so I take the design section, which is for packagings, calligraphy, design in general. So I do my artwork with the variant clients for many diverse projects. My specialize is more in printing and in creative design, such as packaging, campaign, advertising, corporate identity. So I work to create an innovation solution to inspire faster, memorable relationships between brands and the client itself. The main focus right now when I do my design, it's in Africa. So such as a lot of like countries such as Ghana, Senegal, Congo Brazzaville, Congo Kinshasa, Angola, Sierra Leone, Iraq, Algeria. So it's more. Now I'm working more in packaging design and in advertising design, such as like, for example, when we launch any product and we go with any new packagings, then we do a campaign for it, such as like a billboard, posters, banners, backdrops. So it's more focused now in those type of advertising and in those countries, which is Africa. So yeah, so starting my career in academic field, which was like connecting with more students, teaching more subject in graphic, but now it's more totally different career, which is more in the market itself. Can we please go to the other slide? So working with different projects, with different like countries, like more like focusing now on corporate identity, starting from the logo till the uniform, for example, logo, business card, letterhead, then going to, if there is some companies, they want more than like corporate identity, we go more like packaging designs, campaigns, fine arts, applications, Arabic calligraphy, typography. So it depends. It depends on the company itself or the project itself. So yeah, it's like I can say it's totally different path. We can now talking about how to grow in a mature graphic designer. I recommend like we can go with like master a new graphic design skills, such as like for example go study different softwares, different tools, take some graphic design training. Like now we are in a pandemic, we were like in a pandemic timing, so if we could just join any training tutorials, explore a new design career opportunities. Like for example, we can search which field that we want to go with, like which career we want to go. Like for example, graphic designers, they have a lot of like sections. It's not only stucking on such things. Also, we can go for some freelance. Like for example, there is a lot of websites such as 99 Design, Fiverr. A lot of like for example, if I can advise something like this, we can just go and make an account or any account in Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, those things that can open for us a lot of path in designing. Plus, we get inspired from top graphic designers. For sure, every designer have their idols, have their top designer that they always follow, that they always inspired from. So, and lately update our graphic design portfolio. I guess all of us, since we were like students in the universities, they teach us to do our portfolio. Then when we go outside, like when we start like our career, it's good to update our portfolio since first step. No matter how our skills is, no matter how we are really professional, we are not professional, as long as you can see the section, you can see the flow of the work since the beginning till the end, how you will reach it. Even you can see how you improve your skills, how you improve your design. So updating our portfolio is something really great. And the last thing we can say, like we brand ourselves. For example, if we have a product, how we brand for this product, it's the same thing. It's the same thing like how we brand for ourselves, how we brand our name, how we brand our things that we are doing, how we brand our skills, how we brand our, like for example, if I am really talented in something, so starting branding to ourselves, that's give us the strength how to grow in this graphic design. Then where to seek for opportunity during our pandemic time. As we know, when Corona starts, so things become really tight, and we can't like for example, graphic design, not like other majors, for example. How to seek our opportunity during this pandemic? First of all, we can choose the industry what we like to work with. Like for example, which industry I want to join, like corporate, like any industry that I'm really interested in. Like for example, in graphic design, there is an art director, there's a copywriter, there is those people who are really just specific in such design. So first of all, we could just choose the industry where we want to work in, have a website. For example, like a first career, then if I start as a designer, I can choose my website, create a small website, create any social media account, any pages that I can publish my artwork there. If I start publish my artwork, I can see more people, I can engage with more people, I can get their feedbacks. From their feedbacks, I could just improve my artwork. Then market your business. How I will market my business? Via Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, any type of social media that I can market my business. Then sell digital. How can I sell digital? For example, there is people that are really good in typography, for example. They could just start doing sketches, create the sketches and become it as a font, and starting selling this font, texture, illustration, animation, packaging, advertising. It's a huge thing. So if you could just starting step by step doing those things, Then I start selling my thing. What I mean by selling my thing, selling my work, first of all, it's not about selling, it's not about money, it's about how could I just show my artwork to people for inspiration, for even getting a feedback from those people, so I could just grow more, I could just take the strength points instead of the weak. I get the feedback, advantage, the disadvantage, those all that can seek us for our work. Then you can go also for freelance. Everyone, I guess, every student since the university, they start doing freelance. The funniest part on this, whenever they see any graphic designer, they start telling them, oh, you can just create for me a logo, please. Can you just create for me a poster? It's easy. It's something really cool. But they don't know, like, I am so sure that every student faces this thing because they said, it's just a logo. You can just create a logo for me and send it. No, how now? I can just do a point. How can I freelance this? How can I make this? This is also a business for us in the end. It's a way that we can just go for it, sell my work, go with my work, attach my work to social media, freelance having the most important thing to have a communication. When I have a lot of communication with a lot of people, from there I will know a lot of people. From there, my work will be known with people. From there, I'll be working as a freelance more. Then if I could, like for example, if I can sell my artwork, I can teach. If I am really good in, for example, teaching softwares, I can teach such as a lot of softwares like Adobe Illustrator, Photoshop, InDesign, After Effects, Premium, a lot of software which can be taught, or I can just like, I'm at home, graphic design is so easy, no need to go to office, no need to have a company. I can start my own company from home. So, plus create a podcast. All of us, we know what's podcast. Podcast, we can just like creating a videos, creating an audios. It's like a story. Some people, they are really good in talking. They can just create a podcast, publish it. People, they will gain, and he will also gain a lot of feedback that he can improve or she can improve from themselves. Then we go global. For sure, they will go global after publishing a lot of work, communicate with a lot of people from different countries, different designer, different clients. So they will be like known with the word. Can we please go to the other slide? Okay. How to remaining the creative process during the pandemic. There is a quote called, "We are lucky that we are living in a digital world with access of a lot of inspiration, content, and tools." As I said in the beginning, now everything is online, everything is in social media, everything is, we are really lucky to have a digital world, because imagine that we are not having internet, we don't have a social media, we don't have any of those digital world access. It's going to be really hard for us to access to the other world. For example, I'm from my home, I can just access and talk to people all over the world. I can show my work all over the world. And it's all because of the digital world. So it's really easy for us during this pandemic to communicate, to work, to be creative, and to be like more social and global. It's all through this social media or this digital world. So remaining creative in a process of this pandemic or during this MCO or during this Corona, it's easy. It's like digital world. Like our graphic design is totally different than other majors. Other majors, for example, like medical, like doctors, they need to go to the place. They need to go to. For us, it's totally different. For us, it's you just have your tools, your computer, the screen itself, and you just go global. Okay, we can talk even about the effect of pandemic toward graphic industry. Actually, the pandemic has not only affected graphic industry, it's affected all the industries. Through the lockdown, which leads to the less consumption of everything, which leads to branding as people, we are not concerned for our health. So there is an advantage and there is disadvantage. The disadvantage for sure, it's not even affecting the graphic industry, it affects all the industries actually. But I will just talk about the positive, because through even those affecting of graphic industry, also now the pandemic has created more focus in health. like hand sanitizers, like masks, like gloves. And that leads the graphic industry to create a new design for the health issues, health items. Like maybe before it was only in general, only for branding things. Now, no. Like for example, if we go with like pandemic timing or corona or during the MCO, now those things that can create to be like a positive things to toward the creative thing, toward the health industry, toward like for example, they are more focusing now in posters for avoiding like how to avoid corona, how to the instruction during corona time. So it's more now, it's become more advertising and more promoting to the health items. It's more to the health items. And I guess it's more that the effect only regarding like, for example, printing industry, packagings and those things. It's more in visual, it's more in something that we can just touch. But like, for example, we can, I guess, in graphic industry, it's like there is an effect during the production itself. Maybe the production, the factory itself, it's become more slow. But as I say, from the other side, it's more like how can I say it? They focus more on the health industry. Like for example, like how can I promote product? How can I promote for the packaging, a new packaging, a new it's all for health and mandatory for those people who can encourage health instructions. So as I said, I'll make it more short and easy. The positive thing from this thing, from the pandemic, for example, for graphic industry, it's let them focus in health items, which is more toward people, more how they can just avoid things by using those health instructions. Okay, what can we improve in graphic industry? First of all, we can earn an education in design. We can go and take designs courses online, specialize my work. Like for example, how can I specialize my work? For example, we say I graduate from a graphic design in general. I can, for example, specialize in packaging, for example, or specialize in illustration, or can I specialize in animation? So when you specialize more, you will be having more experience in such specialized itself. But if I, for example, if I'll go in general, always whenever you just go in general, you are like, you're not focusing in such thing. But if I choose only one major, for example, and be specialized on it, that will make it more value. Determine your signature style. How can I determine my signature style? For example, whenever I design, I have to do my own signature. So whenever I publish my work anywhere, so it's going to be like, no, this work is related to this person. So he have or she have her own signature. Find a mentor. Like whenever seek feedback from other designers. For example, whenever I design anything, it's nice to get a feedback, either positive, negative, because this is all will help us to improve more. Join online design group. If I could just have a group for designers, we can just create a group of designers, join them, talk to them. If I talk to them, we get like an ideas, brainstorming, we come up with the new projects, new ideas. So it's like I'm encouraged and connecting with a lot of designers, so that will guide me to something really great. Then collaborate with skilled designers, it's the same point. Competition encourage you to develop more skills. It's let's go, like for example, with a lot of designers come with a great ideas. For example, if we are creating a group, in the group there is like, for example, people who are really specialized in illustration, specialized in branding, corporate identity, packaging. Can we imagine if there is group? No need to go to search for another people, because we are already having this type of groups, which can lead with something finalized in a good solution. Can we start with the other slide, please? Okay. Here are some of my current projects. As I mentioned in the beginning, that I'm working in such countries like Africa. The one on the left is some of the packagings in the market already. The one in the middle is a backdrop for KBJ Hospital, and the one on the right is billboards in Senegal country. It's for detergents. And here are some of the truck designs also. Some for the dairy, the others are for detergents and soaps. And it's in different countries, like some of them in Angola, the others in Kinshasa, the other is in Senegal. So, yeah. Okay, and here also some of the packaging designs, such as liquid soap and shampoo, rice, detergents, sweets. So this is some of the, as I said, it's from different, I'm just giving an example from different clients, so it's different ideas, it's different taste. So it depends on what the client wants, or for example, the color harmony, the idea, the concept. So it's depends from even from one country to another. There is like, for example, some futuristic country that can lead for something which is like more premium. The others, like some of the countries in Africa, they prefer such colors, such typography. Some of them, like some of the countries, they are still like not really educated. So we go for something which is more simple, more clear for audience. So it depends from one client to another. Here also some of the packaging, like for coffee, for ginger, dairy milk, and even we can see the last two. It's like a coffee capsules. Actually, that was for one of the customers back in Yemen. He wants to do a Yemeni coffee in a futuristic way, like a coffee capsules. I've tried to match the Arabic calligraphy with a Yemeni pattern. This is a Yemeni pattern. It's come from the sitara. It's like in Malaysia, it's called batik, so we call it sitara. So I try to mix both, which is the pattern itself with the Arabic calligraphy. Here in the right also we are having some of the packagings for the coffee, which is for the takeaway things. Also here some of those, actually this project which is on the right, it's one of the projects for the company that I work in. It was during the pandemic timing, during Corona. So it's more now, even those companies that they are working on, for example, oil, they are working for, it's more they're focusing in palm oil, but now during Corona, they focus more in those detergents, sanitizing, soaps. So they focus on these things. So those are, like they launched those soaps during this short of time. It's also because of this Corona thing. So it's they focus more in detergent, soap, and those are the packaging design. And the left side we are having this packaging. It's called Peace. It's some of the sweets. Sweets have been produced in Mozambique. The lower part is called even the packaging of the coffee capsules. And there is a pattern which is all Yemeni patterns, all the buildings which is really famous in Yemen. So I just translate those patterns to the packaging itself. Okay, here's some of the work which is for corporate identity. For some companies, restaurants, like for example, the one on the left, it was a coffee shop back in Qatar. The one in the middle and the right, it's a clinic, a dental clinic back in Dubai. Then we are having this Sarah Couture, and we are having those company services, and those are some designs of the logo for those, some applications on the phone itself. Here also, the first one on the left, it's a logo design for an application. This application, it's in 5 countries, and those countries I've used the pattern like Dubai, Kuwait, Yemen, and Egypt. So this application, it's like Uber or like Grab. So it will be on those 5 countries. The one in the middle also, it's some of the logos which I for different companies, such as Globalizer and such Victory. It's different countries. Different companies in different countries. And the last thing, this is the calligraphic. This project I started actually when I was doing my master. I do my master in internationally art, corporate and design. I name it as calligraphic. Calligraphic, it's a mix of calligraphy and graphics. So how can I mix the calligraphy itself with the graphic tools? So I try to specialize more in writing Arabic calligraphy. Those are plates and bowl and glasses. Actually, there is one to the customers in Canada. She contacted with me and she's saying like she wants to do a calligraphy which is related to Ramadan, and she wanted to print it on plates so that she could just use it in Ramadan occasion. And here are some of the other works I've done, like calligraphy in T-shirts, in mugs, in bags, in fabric itself. So yeah, so it's a mix between both calligraphy and graphic. Here also some I've done like calligraphy in mugs, even on the T-shirt for kids, for adults, for couples, for like we can use those T-shirt on something or as a gift for different occasions like birthdays, anniversaries, child, like for example, baby born. So it depends on the. Actually, I try to mix both, like calligraphy, like with the quotes, with the illustration. So how could just I engage both calligraphy with those graphic design tools or graphic tools? So that's why the main concern, I just mix it. It's like why I name it like this. The only reason that I name it calligraphic, which is I could just mix graphic design or graphic tools with the calligraphy itself. Here also the same thing. I could just work in typography and calligraphy. Even I work on some like small canvas, if I like a gift or something, mugs. Actually, it's so wise. It's so wise. I can just not even use it only in T-shirt but I started on a T-shirt and mugs. Then we can just apply those things all over. Like for example, I was thinking we can go if those actually these projects come up like I was in a free time. I'm doing my master's degree, plus I'm doing these things. I start small. I start like saying, let me try if I'm really good in, like for example, if I'll go with calligraphy. Let me like mix it with some designs and see the feedback. I started like doing some T-shirts for my friends, for my group. Then I said, what do you think? Is it nice? Is it not nice? Tell me your comments. So I could just. So it's starting from there. Then I start like, let me this time try to make it in a pillow, for example. The second time I said, let me try in a scarf. Then I said, I'll do a mug. Then I said, maybe I can just print it on a bag. So it's different from like, for example, whenever you have the idea, then you can just apply it in any tools. And that's it. It's and there is my accounts in Instagram. You can just follow me, and if there is anything, I'll be really happy to help if I can help. And thank you for your time. And I wish all the students who will graduate to just go and follow your dreams. And dreams starting from one step, so you could just reach till the end, inshallah. I wish you all the best for all of you. Thank you.
Okay, so what an interesting sharing. Thank you, Miss Gufran. Don't forget to follow her, and let's give Miss Gufran some Sorak. Come on, guys, make some noise.
Thank you.
Thank you, Miss Gufran.
All right, thank you. So we'd like to get a little bit of an insight from Ms. Gufron. Hence, we are now open to a Q&A session. And if anyone has any question, you can type it or you can speak up in the Zoom to ask Ms. Gufron herself. Surprisingly, we have one question from Nur Faraain Abdurrahman. Question to Ms. Gufron. Regarding your perspective towards Malaysian graphic design, what is your opinion on that?
Actually, I was thinking of this thing before. Actually, when I see like in Malaysia, it's totally different. Like for example, in my country, in Malaysia, they are more like advanced in using the design tools, the ideas, and I can say that even the students or the designers, they are lucky to be having this foundation. For example, like back in my country, if I can just tell you, I was from the first branch who studied graphic design. Actually, there wasn't any graphic design major before back in Yemen. But for example, when I see the graphic industries here, or graphic people or graphic designers, they are more advanced. They have the skills itself. The only thing that when people having the skills, the tools that they are doing, it will be more easy to translate their concept to the design way. So I feel like they are really strong in using the skills. They are really strong in using the how can I say it? They have the foundation actually. They have the foundation, so it's easy for them to translate it to the design itself.
See, thank you very much, Ms. Gufra, for the insight. Another question by Dalila Salwani. Do you think being a graphic designer alone is enough to sustain one's life, or should designer multitask?
See, actually, alone it's really hard. But how can I'm not like, for example, how can we make it more strength? Like if I start alone, like for example, I'll make an example. We start alone and we do our best. Honestly saying, it's good to be involved as a group or as an agency, or so that will make it more strong, because one idea, it's good, but with several ideas is much better. So if you could just go with different ideas, with different brainstorming, that will make the project more strong, because teamwork is always different than like someone working individually.
I see. Interesting take on that. I see. Also, thank you. There's another question from YouTube as well by Adib Nair. Beside business, what other career path would you suggest?
In which way, actually? I just want to understand. As a career instead of just business, there is other. You mean another thing how to do as a career thing instead of just going for business wise? Is that the question?
I think the question, I think it's like that. Beside business, like path, maybe to designer's path or something like that.
Yeah, for example, there's a lot of other path, which is, for example, academic path. I can just, instead of doing business or something, I can go with teaching students, do some courses online, go with the college, teaching in university, teaching in institute. Even if I'm not going for business or academic thing, I can go with exhibition. If I can do my exhibit my artwork, I can do a small exhibition, publish my artwork, be connected with other designers and artists.
Thank you very much. Any more questions in Zoom? You can ask verbally or you can text it in the chat. Any question is open. From Sir Faisal Haini. Salam and hello, Miss Gufran. May I know what feedback do you have when you imply the Arabic calligraphy on products/merchandising? Because in Malaysia, some people are too sensitive with this issue, especially among traditionalists.
Okay. Actually, for me, when I start, for example, Arabic calligraphy, that's so true. All my market, it was Middle East, honestly saying, because they actually they understand the calligraphy itself. So that's true. For example, in Malaysia, it's going to be like a bit different because maybe they will not understand it. Maybe they will just take it as an art. They will not take it as how they will translate it or how they will understand it. Honestly, I've tried. Like there was like some of the small projects here. They want me to write Arabic calligraphy, but in Malay. For example, Malaysian words, but I use it in Arabic calligraphy, which can be understandable. Because here, most of the people they take it as an art thing. They don't take it as how they translate it in Arabic. And actually, whenever I just use an Arabic words or Arabic calligraphy, I use the words that the client or the people wanted, for example. Either their names, like for example, here in Malaysia, the things that they ask for me, like they want me to write their names in Arabic, for example. Or they want me to use some codes, which is, as I tell you, it's in Malay, but I write it in Arabic calligraphy. That's so true. It's not even in Malaysia, for example, in other countries. But even though those people who, like for example, the project that I show you, I was doing in Canada. In Canada, they don't understand Arabic, for example, but they took it as an art. They like the calligraphy, and they just took it as an art, not more than like a translating of the words itself.
Thank you very much. So Malaysia is a bit different, but I hope it changes in due time. Another question: has pandemic, especially COVID-19, again, has it changed any of your, say, creative mind to think of new ideas or anything?
Honestly saying, yes. Actually, like for example, I start working from home, and even though if I follow a lot of designers or something, it's always narrow. For example, like not like when I communicate with people, when I do brainstorming with other people, it's become more easy and become more wise. I'll share my idea, he will share his idea, so it's more easy for me to come up with a new creative idea. But for example, as she said, there was one question if I'm working alone or if I'm working with a team. It's always teamwork is totally different. So yeah, it affects a bit. But I'm trying to follow up actually. In the end, like we just create a group of designers, we can talk, we can share ideas, so we can come up with a good ideas.
Thank you. There's a follow-up by Sir Faisal's question before this. Thank you so much for your thoughts, because you are creative, you have creative and beautiful designs. What is your opinion on the traditionalist perspective on calligraphy today? Because art and design evolves and transforms through times. That's a good question.
Wait, let me read it again.
Yeah.
Okay. Your opinion on the traditional perspective on... Yeah, actually, that's so true. For example, I'll say something. Maybe actually, I do my master's degree in such thing, which is how can I localize foreign advertising in a local way. For example, I'll just give this example, and I hope this answer could just answer this question. For example, let's say I have advertising back in US, okay? And as we know, like I am Yemeni and I am from a Muslim country, so it's controlled with not even religion, it's controlled with culture, it's controlled with a lot of things. So I was thinking, let me do something which is more acceptable in my country and in my culture. So I was translating the artwork in a way. For example, let's say a poster. This poster, it was in US, so for sure it's not going to be acceptable back in my country. So I was using a calligraphy. There was a poster, if I could share it. It's a poster with like for example, with the not hidden woman, for example, not wearing hijab or whatever it is. Then if I want to make it more acceptable back in my country, I was thinking, how can I do it while I'm using a calligraphy? So I was taking a calligraphy, which is from a Yemeni quotes, a Yemeni pattern itself. So I cover the poster with this calligraphy. So then I just took a feedback from people back in my country, for example. So then I see how they will accept it or they will not accept it. So I test it from the audience itself, if the culture will accept something like this. So how the translation, how I local it in a way that I use a pattern and a calligraphy from the country itself. So here, what is the opinion of on the traditionalist perspective on calligraphy today? Honestly saying, a lot of feedback, which is they like going with the traditional things. So traditional things, when we mix it with something modern, it's always become with a nice feedback. But the most important thing to use it in a right way. If I use it in a wrong way, it's like a small line between them both. So yeah.
I see. So adapting your art to the actual culture itself.
Yeah, exactly. I'm trying actually. Not really. I'm not really majors on it, but I'm trying to.
Okay, that's good. And I guess the final second question is from an industry point of view. How is the acceptance of job as a graphic designer nowadays? Should we future graduates be worried of it?
Actually, not like honestly saying our major. It's a bit critical. Like it's not that really like, oh, I'll graduate, then suddenly all the companies will go and search for me to be a graphic designer for them. It's really hard. In this point, you have to prove yourself. You have to work on yourself as much as I can. Like, for example, till now, even if I have like 10, 20 years experience, it's still not enough, because there is a lot of people who's much inspired and much measured in their things, in their work. So it's hard, but I always say it's nice to find another way to yourself before anything. Yes, it's nice to work with the companies, but in the same time, it's my opinion. I don't know. It's good to sell yourself. It's good to have things to yourself in the end. Yes, I'll gain a lot of experience from people. Until the end of my day, I'll start gaining experience from people, because this is life in the end. But the only thing that I always say, it's good to have another thing, which is represent yourself, which will be working till you reach an age that you can't work to others. That's the most important thing. Honestly, like when we say this for the design, it's not only designers actually, it's all the majors. Yes, in the beginning we have to gain a lot of experience from a lot of companies, from people, from more experienced people, but in the end it's good to have our own things, our own projects, our own business, our own interest. So that will be more easy for us to live. It's not even about money. It's more about what I will create in this life, what I will do for myself, what's my signature. So yeah.
All right, thank you, Ms. Gufran, for that insight. Really interesting. You have such an interesting take on this. Thank you for Ms. Gufran for the insight, and I think that's the end of the Q&A session. Is that okay with you guys? And before you go, Ms. Gufran, have you any final words, last words to say to us?
Actually, everything I have, I share it, and I just I wish all the best for all people, and just take care and stay safe during these days. So that's it. Anyway, thank you for this chance to talk to you guys, and thank you for everything. Thanks.
Thank you, Ms. Gufran, and give a round of Sorak, everyone, to Ms. Gufran for being here and giving us so much information. Thank you.
Thank you, me.
Okay, I'm pretty sure you are wondering where the other two majors promotional videos from yesterday. Now that everyone is anticipating, Here you go, multimedia students promotional videos.
Hai adik-adik, jom belajar abjad bersama saya. Pelbagai aktiviti menarik seperti kuis, puzzle, kad kilat dan sebagainya. Adik-adik juga boleh mengumpul bintang untuk mendapatkan hiasan avatar yang menarik. Wah, bestnya! Download aplikasi Bijak Huruf di App Store dan Google Play Store sekarang.
This is a story of Malik. He needs his wheelchair to move around. At times, when Malik goes anywhere, he had a hard time to get moving because there's no parking for easy entrance or no ramp for him to ascend. And sometimes, he needs to reroute to somewhere else since there is no elevator available. Introducing WeWheel app, a navigator app that would wash away his worry. WeWheel will show you all accessible places in different colors and guide you to your selected destination. Just click on one, then it will show you the details you need. For a safer tomorrow, WeWheel lets you share your current location with your loved ones and link with them anywhere. Now, let's review all the places you've been and share them with others. All places should be accessible for all people and all ages. WeWheel. If there's a wheel, there's a way. Get it now on Play Store and Apple Store today.
Crocon is an application that can detect the situation of a restaurant if it is crowded or not. You can find your favorite restaurant without having to worry if you want to dine in. Let me show you how to use these features. Just click on Maps People. You see a list of stores nearby at your current location. On these maps, you will see some restaurants that are crowded or not. If a red sign pop up on your screen, it is a sign that the restaurant is crowded with people. If the sign is green, that places are not crowded with people. Look at this very popular restaurant. This restaurant is very crowded and busy, and you have to wait for a few minutes or hours to dine in at the restaurant. The alarm warning will appear if there are crowd at the restaurant and will recommend another restaurant. So, you can choose another restaurant to dine in, or you can try other features like crowd detection that is able to detect restaurants that are not crowded near your current location. This is a restaurant that is not crowded with people. If you have decided on the restaurant where you want to dine in, you can continue to click the quick booking button to make a reservation, so that's easy for you to come to the restaurant without having to wait for a long time. This Crocon application is very easy. Now you can eat at restaurants without having to be crowded with people. So, what are you waiting for? Download now to avoid crowded places.
Di saat kita sedang sibuk bekerja, ada insan yang sedang berusaha mencari rezeki di luar kota. Di saat kita berada di tempat yang selesa, ada insan yang sedang diuji dengan kekurangan. Di saat kita menikmati rezeki bersama keluarga, ada insan yang sedang kelaparan. Sama-sama kita kongsikan rezeki bagi mereka yang memerlukan.
Terokai warisan bangsa. Kenali peninggalan nenek moyang kita. Pelajari dan fahami dengan gambaran lebih jelas. Nusantara, muat turun sekarang di Google Play Store dan App Store.
As an instructor, game challenge, progress track.
Increasing number of people have high cholesterol. How people can control their cholesterol with creating happy lifestyle? From unique features, spatial, and effective. Introducing College, a way to users control their cholesterol level. Let's take Ria for example. Every user has different cholesterol and eating habits. She wants to control cholesterol with 2 daily plan to maintain food intake. Then, Ria wants to check cholesterol level, which is in the meal and how much she takes. College provide a wide range of categories, choosing from personalized recipe and nutritional information, and also can create own recipes. Download now at Google Play and App Store.
To change, an app that can change you. To put feelings into words. To find your self-expression, to spark positivity in you. Everything in one app. Download and open the Chapta app. Customize your own journal, however you want, whenever you want. Pick a name, choose the cover and the paper you want. Tap Create and let the app do its thing. The app provides multiple types of journals for you to pick and choose. A journal where you can express anything and everything, however you want. Want more? Chapta also tracks your progress and provides a summary of your thoughts and emotions from what you have written in the past. The app helps the process of changing easier. Try it now on Chapta app.
This is Myra, and she's tired of the unpredictable schedule of the train every single day. But this is Myra after she discovers the Rush app. Now, she's able to check the train schedule and plan her travel to work from her fingertips. From the moment she signed up, we are with her all the way. And she never has to worry about getting late to work again. If the train schedule shifted or got delayed, she can just pull up to other available public transport suggested within the app. After all, traveling with public transport should be easy as 1, 2, 3. With Rush app, she can enjoy curated seats availability feature. Just pick a destination and check seats availability. Traveling to work should not be a hassle. Experience it all by downloading the app today. Available on App Store and Play Store.
Do you know video games can help dyslexic children read better? Let's have some fun with NeuroSparks. It helps your children with rapid eye movements and hand-eye coordination. Let your child think faster to solve the mental puzzle with the time given with ease. It is also remotely controlled to avoid game addiction and eye straining. Download it now and see the difference within a month with dedication and consistency, and that is a guarantee.
Wow, what a way to promote mobile application and websites. You guys amazed me. Keep up the good work, and there's still more projects to look at www.sorakwithbowl.com. Moving on, I think after these few hours of listening and watching, why won't we have some fun? Just like yesterday, please welcome Late Night Frequency again. I bet some of you are starting to be a fan of them. Everyone, Late Night Frequency.
Kita bersama di bawah sinaran cahaya, cahaya maya, bagai tiada penghujungnya. Berdua selamanya, peluang kedua. Masa kita masih muda, rasa cinta kita takkan pisah. Pada waktu senang sama-sama juga susah, tapi lately semua kita buat payah. Tak tentu arah, selalu resah, sesat dalam hati. Tak lena ke pagi, apa ku hadapi, susah nak aku kongsi. Tapi bila kongsi benda lain nanti, bila luar hati kau takut nanti. Bila waktu sunyi bukan masuk benci, kasih aku tenang hati, so baby nanti just beri aku ruang, tak berhenti aku tak sayang. Berikan aku masa, aku pasti pulang. Bukan aku hilang, tak berhenti aku berjalan. Berikan aku masa, aku pasti pulang. Beri aku ruang, tak berhenti aku tak sayang. Berikan aku masa, aku pasti pulang. Bukan aku hilang, tak henti aku berjalan. Berikan aku masa, aku pasti. How you guys doing? Again, thank you very much for listening. We are Late Night Frequency. Beri aku ruang, tak berhenti aku tak sayang. Berikan aku masa, aku pasti pulang. Bukan aku hilang, tak berhenti aku berjalan. Berikan aku masa, aku pasti pulang. Alright. Again, thank you so much UiTM kerana sudi menjemput kami untuk 2 hari. So it's a special thing lah for us. Kepada semua yang baru berkenalan dengan kami, salam perkenalan. Boleh follow kami di semua social media kami at Late Night Frequency ataupun LNF Frequency. Kita juga ada our very own website www.latenightfrequency.com. Do check us out for any updates because kita tengah record lagu baru dan album first lah. So sekian daripada kami. This is Fun Last Love. for fun, did it for love. I'm addicted to your love, addicted to your love. Now did it for fun, did it for love. I'm addicted to your love, addicted to your love. Someone's telling me to go. Just forget the things that makes you woe. This trippy ride, I do it though. Just like animals. Did it for fun, did it for love. I'm addicted to your love, addicted to your love. Now did it for fun, it's a beautiful love. I'm addicted to your love, addicted to your love. Now did it for fun, did it for love. I'm addicted to your love, addicted to your love. Now did it for fun, it's a beautiful love. I'm addicted to your love, addicted to your love. Now did it for fun, still came our love. I'm addicted to your love, addicted to your love. Now did it for fun, still came our love. I'm addicted to your love, addicted to your love. Kena suka, kena nafsu, ku menagih cintamu, menagih cintamu. Kena suka, kena nafsu, ku menagih cintamu, menagih cintamu. For fun, for love, to your love, to your love. For fun, for love, to your love, to your love. Terima kasih. Assalamualaikum.
Once again, great performance by Late Night Frequency. If you want more of them, give them a follow on their Instagram at Late Night Frequency, no space, no gap, and no cap. Thank you for us. Thank you for you. Thank you for you. Thank you for Late Night Frequency for being with us for these 2 days. Now moving on to the last sharing session for today. Yes, it's already our last sharing session for today. You know what they say, make the last blast. Introducing Mr. Shadiq Hamza, our last guest for today. Mr. Shadiq Hamza is an illustrator and freelance graffiti artist, and he will be sharing with us about enhancing the artist in you. Please welcome Mr. Shadiq.
Hello? Hello?
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, Mr. Sadiq.
Dengar.
Okay. Okay. Firstly, about myself, my name is Muhammad Nur Sadiq bin Muhammad Hamzah. I've been doing freelance since 2010. Actually, doing illustration since 2010 until now, and been doing graffiti since 2014. Yep, 2014. So a bit about myself. I dulu study diploma UiTM Sarawak, majoring in graphic design, and degree dekat UiTM Sri Iskandar Perak, majoring in illustration. And that's a bit about myself. Next. Sorry ya, I'm jenis tak banyak cakap, but I will share a bit stuff that I do. Guys, okay ke? Risau pula. Ya. Sekejap. Introduction. Yang sedih. Ada orang Sarawak. Sorry I'm a bit yang kabut sikit. Thank you. I don't know what to share actually. Sorry sir. The best. Kejap. So, experience. I've been doing this like you all, like I said earlier. I've been doing this since 2010, illustration. Okay, I've been doing this since 2010. I've been doing freelancing since 2010 actually, doing illustration, graphic design, graphic illustration and stuff. And right now I've been doing freelancing on graffiti, and now I'm also studying a bit about animation because I love animation. So yeah, not too late to study. Boleh next tak tahu ni. This is next. Actually, I've been looking at this stuff. Yeah, guys. Serious, nervous. I don't know. Sekejap, santai sekejap. Okay. Actually, I don't know what to say. Bismillah. I've been asking a lot how to be confident in our artistic style, I guess. Well, before this, before I transitioned from graphic to graffiti, I got a lot of idea block. They say, memang for me, idea block sampai 4 months, I think. I can't produce anything, any artwork. Sebab last time my style is a bit different from now. Not a bit, a lot of different. Sebab yang sebelum ni I used to illustrate about zombie stuff, hardcore stuff, and more on go stuff lah. Not like this gravity, minimal character stuff. So a bit challenging. Dapat dulu. To explain detail. This one, it's actually just a practice for me. I pergi dekat wall yang abandoned just for practice. Sebab gravity, if you good on kertas, you can be better on wall lah. Sebab tu you need to practice. Everything need to practice lah. Thank you. Macam kalau dalam illustration atas kertas or digital, kita senang nak buat detail. So macam for gravity, it's a bit different. For me lah, makin besar world tu, it's better sebab boleh buat more detail on stuff. Yang kecil-kecil, kalau for smaller world, memang sakit sikit lah. Tapi, if you can buat dekat smaller world, nothing, memang dah kira power teruk lah. There's only a few people I know lah macam yang boleh betul buat detail yang kecil macam kartun right now tengah meletup sebab dia punya NFT and stuff, and Flock Kenji, and ramai lagi lah. I'm here, I still a newbie, so I just share what I know. Can we go to next?
Bang Pro, ni Pro ni awak ni.
No, I'm still a newbie lah actually. Macam
to be honest, nampak like very professional work. Sebab macam you have like saya coming from me lah, newbie lah. Saya lagi tak tahu daripada ni, but it looks very nice. Dia punya colour dia punya let's say boleh say badan, kalau badan anatomy you really draw very cartoonish, really nice. I really like that. So macam abang explain lah macam how dapat inspiration ni, how dapat kat mana dapat idea nak buat lawa-lawa macam ni.
Idea lawa-lawa. Idea actually macam biasalah Pinterest and stuff. Macam gambar yang first atas sebelah kiri tu, that's actually commission work for Asia Cargo. I think sebab this one I assist Abdul Rashidi, Acip. Dia pun sekarang tengah meletup lepas dia buat yang HQ Jabatan Kesihatan, I think, dengan Yol Acap. And the other stuff is just for practice lah. Sebab I really post my commission work sebab benda yang based on client I jarang sikit lah post. But I still show my work on my Instagram and other CV. Yeah.
Tu truck tu?
Yeah, that's a truck. That's my friend truck. Dia just minta I just do something sebab dia memang jual food semua.
Commission semua ni?
Yup, commission. Just the kanan atas, that's not commission. Just macam collaboration dengan OG artist from Malaysia, international level. Just spend dengan dia lah.
Lawa ni? Mana tak lawa pro ni? Mana ni Ubi ni? Ni pro gila ni.
Kalau pen dengan orang lama-lama, for me lah, I pen bukan sebab pen saja-saja. I pen sebab nak belajar dengan diorang and stuff. And diorang akan bagilah, and apa yang I buat tak betul, diorang akan tegur. Kita orang macam tu lah.
Macam mana abang dapat inspiration ataupun collab Lila kan, dapat inspiration nak buat proses artwork ni? Okay, macam mana nak start, macam mana dia pertengahan dia, macam mana akhir dia?
Macam banyak projek lah, kita kena duduk brainstorm, sama macam gravity. Kita orang sebelum pergi ke dinding, kita orang akan duduk lepak minum kopi lah sehari. lepak then we sembang pasal tema, color, and macam mana kita orang nak collabkan dua artwork jadi satu artwork. That's the challenging part sikit lah. Kadang dekat wall kita orang kena improvise apa yang tak kena, then kita orang kena improvise on the spot lah. Macam for me, I masih tak pandai nak setting apa yang I sketch and dekat atas wall. I tak boleh nak project directly, besar dia, sizing dia, kadang I akan oversize. So kalau nak padam balik tak akan ambil masa lah. So I just kena improvise balik lah. It's the thing.
So kalau macam ni lah kan, skill wise, macam orang buat skill lah, skill gini, macam mana abang daripada 2010, macam mana abang develop skill nak buat macam ni? Macam mana proses dia? Macam mana abang start pada mungkin sketching lah, sketching dekat dinding ke ataupun dekat paper, baru abang transfer masuk ni? Macam mana tu? Saya nak tahu, saya berminat.
Kalau macam commission work, macam ni Balai Seni
Negara.
Balai Seni Langkawi. Diorang akan provide everything yang kita orang nak. Mostly commission, kita orang akan guna projector untuk mempercepatkan kerja and to deliver apa yang klien nak lah. So it's much easier. Tapi kalau macam orang yang lama-lama, dia tak akan pakai projector, dia orang akan just sketch directly on wall, then just paint. That's how we do lah dekat macam kita orang paint suka-suka, kita orang akan practice benda tu. Okay. Projek seperti international client. So far international client for me macam Petronas tu sebab terlalu lama and I don't really like my style that time. Sebelum ni I pernah kena panggil dengan Petronas untuk orang punya job lah, macam Tanah Aiko. I've been time tu lah I start graffiti. First cerita dia macam betul-betul random lah. I baru habis study time tu, then I got a contact from my friend Nine Life, if you guys know lah, a art movement from Kuching. Diorang just contact me, cakap Petronas tengah cari orang for graffiti. At that time I memang baru habis belajar, tak tahu anything about graffiti. I just tengok je graffiti and tak pernah try pun. So I accept the challenge lah. I try something new. And dekat situ lah I start graffiti.
Macam mana nak tanya abang, macam mana background abang as a artist lah, graffiti artist? Macam mana abang start? Like saya tahu abang abang daripada 2010 abang start kan. Tapi macam mana minat tu berkembang daripada situ?
Sebab I'm majoring illustration. For me, illustration is the best thing lah. Is the best choice I ada pilih. Sebab memang suka melukis dari kecil lah. Dari kecil. Sebab I go into graffiti, sebab for me melukis dekat benda kecil dia tak puas for me. So I need to go big and big and big, and lastly to wall. Sekarang pun I rasa wall tak cukup. I need more. Sebab I selalu paint wall yang kecil-kecil. Sebab tengok yang macam my mentor semua, my orang lama-lama, semua dah pergi big wall. So I pun rasa teringin nak go big wall macam tu.
Challenge diri je rasa.
Ya.
Oh ya. Ini dekat Gravity Acre. Wow.
Ini dekat Gravity Acre. Commission 2020.
Abang ada kamera bang? Saya tak nampak abang.
Tak ada kamera ke? Sorry.
Tak apa.
Okay.
Gitu. Baru handsome nampak. Okay.
Sorry.
Tak apa. So kalau abang daripada, katalah abang memang dapat illustration kan, nak kata daripada awal tu macam mana, susah tak nak dapat job?
That's the challenging part lah. Sebab illustration for me dekat Malaysia memang orang kurang tengok. Sebab mostly mindset orang Malaysia, you pandai design, you pandai lukis. That's it. Dia orang tak tahu yang art and design dia ada pecahan-pecahan dia. Ada illustration, ada branding, ada corporate. So lot lah. Just orang tak tahu.
I see. Okay, tengok outward daripada ni. Sebab abang ada team kan? Abang ada team sendiri kan?
No.
Tak ada team? Abang solo?
Yes, I bergerak solo.
Itu lagi, okay. Starting macam ni lah. Abang buat solo ni, macam mana abang decide to do what is appropriate? Okay, ikut kalau klien ikut minta dia. Kalau abang buat practice, apa, macam mana terlahirnya nak buat artwork tu? Okay. Sebab tak ada tema kan, kita sendiri yang decide tema kita. Macam mana abang decide tu?
For this one, ni klien punya work sebenarnya. Dia memang dia bagi tema nak apa, colour macam mana. And yes, I go creative, dia cakap. Dia senang je, dia cakap I nak buat malay, banyak colour, colourful, then you go lah, apa you nak buat. Dia macam tu je. So for me, this is the best client lah for me. Tapi just payment dia lah. Payment dia macam sakit sikit dengan dia. Tapi overall dia memang enjoy lah kerja dengan dia ni. Dia akan repeat balik.
Cakap pasal payment, okay, macam mana abang nilai artwork abang? Okay. Client offer, tapi abang nego cara ikut skill atau ikut pengalaman abang?
For me ikut skill lah, macam kartun dia. Sebab dekat Malaysia, karakter yang buat karakter commercially tak ramai. So kartun dia advise me, the lowest price you can go for a wall is 5k. That's the lowest. Tak kira besar mana, kecil mana, tu the lowest. Dia memang dah set, dah bagi tahu tu awal-awal lah dekat I. Time I datang KL, then lepak dengan dia. Tu yang first dia cakap. Lowest can go 5k.
Okay lah, kata orang lah nak berminat jadi macam abang, graffiti artist ni, which I think a lot of people would want. Saya pun rasa macam nak join juga graffiti ni, tapi itulah, nak spray tu, nak start dari mana saya pun tak tahu. So as an artist yourself lah abang, macam mana abang start nak bagi advice or macam mana nak start up your own graffiti ni?
Start up first sekali bagi orang kenal you punya style. That's the most important thing lah. Sebab kita lukis, kita for now kita memang tak tahu yang kita lukis ni ada sama ke tak dengan orang. I lepas habis belajar then join into graffiti scene, baru I tahu I punya style memang banyak gila. Around mostly local lah. Macam I ada masuk Brunei sebelum I lari ke sini. I masuk Brunei, I masuk je situ, tengok memang ramai gila style sama. That's how I develop my skill. Slowly lah
berkembang.
So orang dapat tahu yang tu trademark kita. Tu yang penting. Orang akan
signature lah.
Yes,
signature style. So kalau saya tengok art style ni kan, artwork ni, abang punya work ni, macam mana saya nak tahu tu abang punya? Apa dia punya signature tu?
Mostly kalau dekat commission, memang I tak letak lah my punya signature. Sebab my character, orang akan tahu glowing rabbit eye, that's my character.
Glowing rabbit eyes?
Kalau pergi next slide, macam ni. My character is a rabbit lah. Tu salah satu trademark for me. Macam kartun dia guna monyet, lain-lain artis dia akan guna something yang symbolize dia.
I see. Cantik je. Betul, ada comment cantik je. So kalau
this one is my commission job with Flavor Web lah, from UK.
Lawa. Student pun suka awak abang. So nampak memang inspiring lah. Gaya macam hip hop sikit, hip hop. Asal team abang macam mana? Apa abang punya main, usually kalau abang buat artwork sendiri, apa abang punya main team kalau nak design tu?
My main team, my Rabbit for sure, and fashion. I pun tengah I lukis, I study fashion, I study shoes, everything I study lah. Nak ikutkan trend. My character I bagi fashion yang latest, mostly lah hip hop punya style, hype beast punya style.
Ada lagi artwork boleh tengok?
Boleh, next. This one is commission job for Flavor Web from UK, brand from UK.
Kira abang go international lah ni?
Ni kira rezeki lah, sebab jumpa kartun.
So anyone kalau interested, ada apa-apa nak tanya Ni Abang Syadik, so boleh tanya. Tu ada soalan pada
Projek PT
supervisor.
Sekejap macam mana nak buka cerita dia? Brief idea duration. This project yang web ni one of the easiest project I pernah dapat lah. I just jumpa dengan klien, not actually I yang jumpa klien, dia yang datang tempat kita orang paint. Dia just tanya, can you do a character for me? I nak 4 karakter. Dia cakap macam tu, guna you punya karakter, then just bagi the fashion hype sikit, yang hip hop sikit, tune dengan I punya tema lah. So I just buat, tunjuk dia, okay approve. Tunjuk lagi 3. Tengah buat, yang I revise satu je, yang karakter purple tu je. Yang lain semua I buat approve, approve. Memang senang gila kerja ni. So I enjoy lah.
Tu how current pricing graffiti per square inch, per square feet?
Yeah, per square feet. For me, per square feet 60. I still 60 per square feet.
So each character tu different flavor, is that it?
Yes, different flavor.
Wow, so macam mana abang gambarkan kalau nak design satu karakter tu based on karakteristik?
Karakteristik mesti I don't know lah. I just buat, kadang karakter tu macam ni, okay, kena ada macam ni. Dia automatic. I pun tak tahu macam mana nak explain. I kadang melukis, I akan macam mana nak buat ni. Okay, buat lah. Okay, ngam. Ada something I susah nak explain benda tu.
Okay, based on character design ni, sebab saya selalu nampak lah orang jual NFT. NFT topik dia. Sebab selalunya nampak design design ni selalu berlaku kat NFT. Abang ada buat NFT ke? Ada nak buat idea ke? Ada.
Now I'm into NFT jugalah. Tapi to talk it publicly, dia akan go to a debate kalau sembang pasal ni publicly lah.
Tak apa, saya nak opinion abang je. What's your thought on the NFT punya pandangan?
Pandangan yang macam mana tu?
Mungkin for newer artist ataupun illustrator, designer boleh join in. So macam kenapa benda tu efek, ataupun benda tu efek baik ke atau buruk benda tu?
Dia ada baik ada buruknya lah. So tak naklah sembang pasal tu. Tapi yang mistake yang lalu orang buat untuk NFT ni, how to start NFT. Okay, how to start. You treat this NFT macam you nak buat company you. Lalu orang yang banyak mistake orang buat sekarang, just masuk NFT sebab nak jual artwork. Boleh macam tu, tapi you cannot go to OpenSea or ada website yang website yang nak website yang you boleh jual artwork is website yang kena curate. You nak masuk kena ada invitation. That's apa tadi? That's NFT untuk you jual artwork. Kalau macam OpenSea, you kena buat macam company and start it macam company lah. Senang cerita. Macam mana nak cakap? Senang nak cakap.
Tahu, take your time.
Bukan, dia ada term dia. Aduh, lama.
Membership bukan?
Bukan membership. Dia memang, contohnya, you buat karakter, banyak-banyak karakter. Setiap karakter tu ada utility dia. Kalau dia bukan just artwork semata-mata. Tu macam collectibles lah. Kalau artwork, untuk artwork, tu another website lah yang you kena dapat invitation.
Sebab selalu nampak design monyet tu kan, ada the monkey NFT tu.
Yes.
Itu utilizes sebab there's a membership lah. If someone owns that, maksudnya boleh join something. So macam really expensive kan. So
mula-mula keluar dulu, dia tak ada utility apa pun. And the price is 0.07. Orang tak kisah pun pasti. Betul sikit lah dunia NFT.
Sekarang harga, I mean art is subjektif kan. Mungkin orang tu minat, tapi letak harga is sampai berjuta-juta is a bit saya understand.
Tapi ada yang pandangan cakap NFT ni perusahaan lah. Can argue with that lah.
Betul lah. I mean it's an establishment. It's a thing, market thing, trading thing. Okay lah. Okay, starting abang pun dah rasa selesa, tak gentar lagi.
Selesa sikit lah.
So ada question daripada Anis Sahira. Dia tanya, so basically sebab abang solo, dia tanya nak start solo better ke company?
Kalau
so basically NFT to start solo or better in company or orientation?
Kalau boleh you better buat memang macam company lah. Sebab kalau you buat solo susah lah. Marketing siapa nak buat, artwork you nak buat, semua benda you nak buat memang sakit. So at least you kena ada team lah yang boleh buat market, yang boleh jadi top person, yang buat artwork. Nak buat seorang boleh, tapi memang betul heavy lah.
Sakit
you
lah,
akan burn out.
Kira freelance ke kalau solo tu?
Yes. Saya dah kena jawab.
Faham. So okay, in terms of professionalism lah, sebab abang pun dah start career as a illustrator, graffiti artist. How professional do you think, berapa jauh in professional career lah abang boleh pergi with this type of work?
Professional macam mana?
Macam rezeki, okay, in dalam 10 tahun lagi abang tengok diri abang kat mana with this career?
I tak sampai macam ni. Future planning.
Future planning. Macam tu.
Future planning. Actually my future planning, I'm into NFT lah. Sebab sekarang pun dekat Malaysia tak ada lagi, tapi dekat luar dah ada artis yang buat graffiti untuk VR world. Dalam VR. So I try lah to go into that stuff.
I see. Nice. Okay, that's good. Okay, soalan Chief Sainil tanya, ada tak kesilapan dalam bidang seni yang Cik Sadiq sendiri pernah alami, and apa advice supaya tak buat kesilapan yang sama tu?
Kesilapan banyak kesilapan yang saya buat sebenarnya. Kesilapan dalam tukar my style. Actually I dah tukar my style a lot of time. Sebab ada orang cakap tu tak boleh, ni tak boleh dalam graffiti. But it's actually fikir-fikir balik, it's your own style. Tak ada siapa yang boleh judge pun sebenarnya. So just enjoy apa yang you buat. Just keep on doing it. Contoh paling senang lah, kartun dia dulu style dia memang dia buat style siapa yang tak kenal kartun ni, kartun one of the top graffiti artist in Malaysia lah, international level. Dia start dia punya monyet time dalam 2010 I think. 2010 orang tak dapat terima apa yang dia buat. Monyet. Orang memang tak nak ambil kisah pun. Tapi sekarang dia punya monyet dah next level karakter. Yes. Dia jual monyet dia saja dalam NFT. Dia memang zero knowledge dalam NFT. Dia jual dalam masa setengah jam, dia dapat 1.6 billion in setengah jam. Sekarang orang dah NFT dah meletup, baru orang Malaysia sibuk nak collect dia punya artwork. Just keep on doing apa yang you buat lah.
Orang ni rasanya pelik-pelik sebab makin lama makin okay, dia punya idea tu pelik. So okay lah, abang pun dah selesa sikit, boleh start cerita lah macam different artwork abang ni apa yang abang boleh ceritakan background dia, macam mana abang boleh buat design ni, macam mana terfikir
background. This actually ni zaman diploma punya work. Actually last time diploma I tak ada tablet or anything. I just do vector art. Mouse and keyboard. That's all I do. So yang tikus you tengok bawah ni, that's actually a vector art. Using mouse and keyboard.
Oh, nice.
That one is just for practice actually. Kalau pergi next tu yang this one is mostly commission work as a designer lah.
Oh, ada orang tanya, Encik Sadiq boleh share link website untuk orang melihat artwork?
My website is only my Instagram lah, boleh check SORK 25. Yes.
SORK 25. Okay.
SORK.
SORK, sorry.
Yes.
Okay lah. Balik kepada topik apa tadi, design ni, logo, especially logo ni agak menarik lah, sebab saya nampak ada influence culture kan.
Yes, culture.
Cuba abang explain sikit satu-satu apa history benda ni.
History dia ni actually my friend got a contact from Tempatan Fest. Dia cakap diorang perlu logo, and for me yang my friend tu first dalam kepala dia cakap dia ingatkan I. So they just give me this job about Tempatan Fest punya logo. I cakap I buat 3, then you orang pilih lah mana satu you orang nak guna. Okay. So I just buat 3 ni kan. Tahu-tahu dia orang pilih 3 tu je lah. For the process I just macam sama macam tadi. I just rough sketch, idea, brainstorm and stuff.
Usually how long abang design?
How long untuk siapkan the whole process?
The whole process.
I take the whole process minggu lah for me. 3 hari rough sketch and idea, then finalize dalam masa 3-4 hari. Kalau klien okey.
Ini Sarawak. Indera Nusa. Oh.
Indera Nusa ni I don't know tahun bila punya ni orang minta.
Sebab
betul last minute ada orang tempatkan base.
Oh, tapi lama. Okay. Ni untuk event Tempatan Fest kat Sarawak Also, aside from this, okay lah, berapa dalam sebulan? Macam mana event, macam mana abang dapat work tu sendiri? Abang promote diri? Orang cari abang? Ataupun
mostly orang carilah. I just post my work dekat Instagram. That's the only platform I use.
I see.
Since 2008. My first post is gambar bag. Then lepas tu just artwork all the way.
I see. Menarik. Boleh tengok next artwork. Ini apa bang?
This one is for local brand lah. Local brand. Tak tahu tahun bila. Actually my vector art or graphic stuff mostly yang lama punya lah. Sebab yang the latest one semua graffiti work. So jarang dah orang contact doing digital stuff. Yang ada pun for illustration tu banyak. Kalau grafik, logo and stuff memang lama dah tak ada.
Okay, bang, soalan daripada YouTube.
Ada plan. Planning memang ada plan, tapi dengan competition yang banyak rasa susah nak survive sikit lah. But sekarang pun tengah buat branding sendiri. Actually 20 page studio. So slowly lah, from time to time.
Tu bang, software apa yang untuk digital illustration ni yang abang pakai?
Digital illustration my favorite Procreate. Kalau untuk design stuff, Photoshop, Adobe Illustration.
Saya tak pakai Procreate. Senang, agak senang daripada let's say Medibank. Itu susah agak kalau tak ada iPad. And usually kalau abang design ni, okay lah, sebelum start buat projek besar, abang pakai apa? Paper ataupun gadget?
Memang totally dari scratch memang akan guna Procreate.
Oh, like this lah.
This one semua vector art.
Oh, vector art. Wish. My goodness, banyaknya.
My passion dululah. Memang I akan habiskan masa dekat Adobe Illustrator.
I see.
I enjoyed the process lah last time.
Oh. Okay, next. Apa lagi ada?
Ni yang most latest. I rasa tahun lepas punya commission for logo.
Wow.
Most of them.
In local or international?
Semua local. Ada yang web scene, ada yang batu. I don't know where I got them. The orang just contact. So, yeah.
Oh, I see. Okay. Itu. Okay. Okay lah. In general lah bang. To be someone like abang, nak jadi macam abang, macam mana tu? Like mungkin abang rasa diri abang tak pro or newbie, but nak jadikan diri macam abang untuk jump start to be someone like you, apa first step dia?
First step, just enjoy what you do. I selalu macam tu, I enjoy apa yang I buat, then I tak herankan apa orang cakap, malas nak ambil kisah apa orang cakap. Just do what you like. Sebab I masuk scene gravity, memang dia punya vibe memang lain gila. I buat okay, you buat ni sampai you betul-betul dah boleh pergi jauh. That's the first thing, nasihat yang I dapat lepas I buat karakter anak. Then ada seorang otai ni, dia cakap, okay, ni karakter kau bawa sampai jauh, sampai mana kau boleh pergi, kau bawa karakter ni. Itu je.
I see. Okay, banyak soalan ni. Okay.
What is opinion, traditional versus digital? Dating idea. For me, benda ni sama je sebenarnya, digital and traditional. Just dia punya
proses.
Apa yang you guna. Digital is you guna digital, pen still you pegang pen, just pen to pen digital. Traditional sama tak, you pegang pensel, pen, just you punya medium je lain. So apa yang you prefer lah mostly. For me, I prefer digital sebab senang nak main color. For me, dekat traditional art, I memang tak pandai color. Color render fail, watercolor fail and everything fail. I practice color guna digital mostly. Artist collab dengan Amir Syali is my best buddy lah, my gravity buddy dekat Sarawak. Kalau balik Sarawak memang pen dengan dia lah.
I see. So Okay, saya berminat agak. Abang gravity artist, right? Betul kan? Environmentally dengan pandangan orang sebab saya dulu pernah anggap maafkan saya pernah dulu anggap gravity ni macam menconteng, vandalism. Ya, betul. Dan saya realise macam betapa pentingnya seni jugalah in different form. So apa pandangan abang terhadap orang yang berpandangan macam ni macam saya dulu?
Dia ada tiga, vandalism, mural dengan gravity. Tiga tu benda berbeza sebenarnya. Gravity is art using spray paint, totally spray paint. Mural, you guna brush, mixed media, spray. Kalau you guna spray dengan brush, it's also called mural. Vandalism is merosakkan atau benda, you conteng benda yang tak ada maksud pun, kadang political. Itu vandalism yang memburukkan, bukan mencantikkan. Kalau mural graffiti mencantikkan. Vandalism no.
I see. I see. So, pandangan abang, benda graffiti punya artwork ni penting ke? Like, for modern punya arts?
Punya arts. For me, dia sama. For me, samalah. For gallery art, macam dia actually passion lah. Kalau you ada passion, you akan rasa benda tu penting. For me, it's the macam for me, spray paint dia melepaskan giat for me. Dia macam terapi. So every time, kadang melukis tak puas, so I need to go to wall untuk melepaskan release tension and stuff. That's what I do lah. At the same time, you tengah spray, you also market yourself. Orang akan datang kat you buat apa and tanya.
I see. Okay lah, cakap pasal vandalize tadi ada seorang tanya ni, Rakin, pernah tak abang kena vandalize?
Dia kalau dekat stage dah memang tak ada rule lah. Orang nak vandalize you tak dapat buat apa sebab benda tu dekat babi.
Ya tu.
Dinding tu dinding babi. You datang situ pun sebab you nak buat artwork. Ada orang datang situ yang vandalize, maybe dia ingat tu. Okay, dia vandalize, okay, ni artwork dia. Tak boleh nak judge benda tu. So, kena hadap lah. Kalau dekat street, macam tu.
Saya interested juga. Mostly kalau saya pandang graffiti ni, okay, saya keluar jalan-jalan, tengok, artwork lain. Esoknya, asal lain. So, saya tengok, bila je korang buat benda ni? Ada time malam ke, pagi ke?
Itulah yang the best thing about graffiti. Kalau you dapat buat lawa dalam masa yang sekejap, orang akan respect you. So far yang paling kejap for me memang kartun lah. Kau buat permintaan semasa buat graffiti. Permintaan yang macam mana tu sih? Permintaan.
Maybe job
mostly come through Instagram lah. Most of graffiti job yang I dapat memang through Instagram. That's my portfolio situ. And yeah. Instagram penting for me lah. Ada yang cakap Behance. For designer Behance. For illustration Art Station, Behance. Yeah. For graffiti actually Instagram. For us lah graffiti.
Okay, nak tanya abang lah.
Okay.
Serious question? Tak adalah. So kalau cerita graffiti ni kan, let's say orang tu design something. Macam mana nak phrasing susah betul. Sebab graffiti ni, sebab abang klien daripada berbagai tempat kan, orang klien daripada tempat lain kan. Abang ada travel tak? Paling jauh travel? Paling jauh travel mana?
Paling jauh I travel dekat Asia je lah. Belum pergi ke Europe semua benda. Tak sampai lagi level Europe.
Sekarang masih banyak dapat offer? Pandemic.
Sekarang ada lagi few barber. Macam yang barber tadi yang buat Malay tu, ada orang panggil lagi untuk job barber diorang. And bulan Mei I ke Jakarta. Invitation.
Buat seorang atau collab dengan artis lain?
Most probably artis lain. Which part of Asia? Share sikit. Ya, dekat-dekat je jiran-jiran Jakarta, Bali, Filipin, itu dia Brunei. Situ je lah. Tak pergi jauh pun.
Okay lah, nak tanya pasal abang sendiri lah. Apa harapan abang untuk future picture orang cabang. I mean like graffiti design, graffiti illustrator. Apa harapan abang untuk artis-artis macam ni?
For graffiti yang nak start up graffiti, satu je apa tadi, nasihat. Buat graffiti as a hobi. Jangan fikir buat graffiti sebab nak dapat duit. Itu je. Dia mana-mana pun dia start with a hobby lah. Graffiti ni untuk start up dia agak heavy sikit lah kalau as a hobby. Tapi as a hobby ni boleh bring you to another level lah. Mostly kita orang yang international artist from Malaysia, diorang buat sebagai hobi, bukan commission.
I see.
Itu memang diorang punya graffiti punya style. For illustration sama gak, just keep on doing apa yang you buat sampai orang recognize you. Jangan follow sangat, okay orang tu buat ni, dia boleh jalan, so aku kena tukar style ni. No. Jangan buat macam tu. Kalau you asyik tukar you punya style, you dah tak ada identity dah. So better stick on one, keep practicing every day kalau boleh. And for sure you boleh pergi jauh lah. And jangan stop promoting yourself.
Kena build your own self and signature, self branding. Kena promote diri sendiri, kena pandai.
Yep. For illustration, the best platform is Instagram and ArtStation lah. Kalau you ada ArtStation, it's easy for you to boom. For sure. So, untuk graffiti, just keep on buat graffiti sampai orang recognize you punya style. Yes, you boleh pergi jauh.
Alang-alang kita asal bakat kan. Okay. So, I think that is all. Boleh Ustaz Sadiq? Boleh. Ustaz Sadiq. Boleh. Okay, terima kasih pada truly motivating and inspiring Mr. Sadiq. And I believe your content and your sharing as well will, give students strength to survive in this world. Okay. So, any last word before we move on to the next event?
So, just keep doing on what you like lah. That's the important thing.
Anything to shout out? Your Instagram, your website or anything?
Shout out tadi dah bagi tahu. Siapa-siapa yang nak tengok my other work, boleh check my Instagram SOIK25. Ya. Itu je ada lah. Itu tempat lain.
Alright, thank you Mr.
Okay.
Thank you Mr. Sadiq.
Bye.
You're welcome. Okay, hope all the best for your future. InsyaAllah. Amin.
You too.
Thank you. Kerja kacak gila ah.
Thank you Syafiq. Sadiq, sorry.
Hai sir.
Hai. Selamat jumpa. Nice sharing. Sadiq, thank you for sharing.
Thank you for the invitation.
Alright. Once again, thank you Mr. Shadi Hamzah for the thoughtful sharing, and please give a sorak for our last speaker for the day. Make some noise guys at the comment section. Alright. Thank you. Let's take a break by watching these videos made by the students of Sorak with Bold, majoring in illustration. Here you go.
Sebuah negeri terbesar di Malaysia yang mempunyai tradisi dan budaya tersendiri. Budaya-budaya ini menghasilkan pelbagai kraftangan seni unik, antaranya ialah keringkau. Keringkam ialah tudung tradisional yang dipakai oleh wanita Melayu Sarawak. Perkataan keringkam berasal daripada gabungan dua perkataan iaitu keling dan kam. Keling merujuk kepada pedagang India Selatan yang membawa benang emas untuk berdagang di Sarawak. Dan kam diambil daripada bahasa Kemboja Purba yang bermaksud jenis kain, atau berasal dari perkataan pai yang bermaksud emas atau apa sahaja yang cantik. Keringkam adalah selendang untuk menutupi bahagian di kepala sehingga bahu. Corak sulangan halus pada keringkam biasanya dihasilkan dengan benang yang diperbuat daripada emas atau perak. Hasilnya ialah sehelai tudung yang tersegam indah dihiasi dengan motif yang berkilauan dengan keanggunan. Keringkam terbahagi kepada dua jenis iaitu selayah keringkam dan selendang keringkam. Selayah keringkam biasanya dipakai sebagai tudung yang menutupi kepala hingga ke bahu. Manakala selendang keringkam lebih panjang dan dipakai sehingga paras pinggang. Pada zaman dahulu, keringkam hanya dipakai oleh golongan diraja Melayu dan orang yang berstatus tinggi. Walau bagaimanapun, seiring berjalannya masa, ia kini dipakai pada majlis-majlis khas seperti majlis perkahwinan, tarian tradisional dan hari kebangsaan. Sehelai keringkam boleh dicecah ribuan ringgit bergantung kepada seni modelnya. Antara motifnya ialah pucuk rebung, bunga tabur, bunga ros melerat, bunga tanjung dan sebagainya. Keringkam adalah tudung yang sangat bernilai dalam seni dan budaya masyarakat Sarawak. Di samping itu, tudung keringkam boleh menjadi perniagaan yang terkenal dalam kalangan generasi muda.
Hello, my name is Adam. Let's learn more about river water pollution. I live in one of a developing city in my country, but unfortunately, like the river, it is murky, dirty, and smells bad too. One of the leading factors is because there are still some people like this old lady here get used to throwing the rubbish into the waterways. Furthermore, many industrial sites generates waste in the form of toxic chemicals and pollutants, while some still lack in proper waste management systems. In some cases, industrial waste is dumped into fresh water systems or river streams nearby. Another major problem is that toxic chemicals can be found illegally disposed into the river by some unresponsible parties. While the law of enforcement has clearly stated that in Section 34B of the Environmental Quality Act 1974, which if found guilty, will be fined in a maximum of 500,000 ringgit, and also not more than 5 years of imprisonment. Low-income communities are disproportionately vulnerable because their homes are frequently located closest to the most polluting industries. Water polluted with contaminants can cause harmful effects to our health, such as cholera, giardia, and typhoid. And the worst case, causing death. Rivers carry water and nutrients to regions all around the earth. It is important to the water cycle because it serves as drainage channels for surface water. Many of the Earth's forms find excellent food and habitat throughout the rivers. Therefore, it is our responsibility to preserve our rivers for the sake of our future. Safe river, safe life.
Creative arts made by creative souls is the motto to live by, I would say. I hope you guys will be doing more great artworks in the future. Please give all the students a massive round of applause as they did a very good job in delivering their final year projects. To watch more students' projects from all of their majoring, go to www.sorakwithbowl.com as they have officially launched their website. Alright, now, before we move on to the next anticipating session, let's see the overview of the sorakwithbowl.com website that everyone has put effort into. Can we have Afifi as the representative to explain more about the website? Afifi, the floor is yours.
Alright. Hi everyone. Thank you for joining, whoever joined. So this is our website, official website for Sorak with Bowl. Yang ni homepage. Jadi kat homepage ni kita ada introduction, kita ada poster, speaker semua. Dengan kat bawah tu ada tentative. Itu semua yang telah kita lakukan sejak semalam hari ni. So website ni kita ada tim multimedia yang dalam tim saya, Sparker, Hanis Fauzi, Wafi dan Ajman dia bahagian montaj dan inilah. So okay, untuk melihat detail mengenai Sorak boleh tekan dekat about Di sini kita ceritalah apa konsep kita, apakah maksud sorak tu sendiri. Jadi orang boleh tahulah apa sebenarnya yang kita nak sampaikan, konsep tu, direction dia kan. Okay. Seterusnya kita pergi ke measuring. Kat measuring kita present 4 measuring yang kita ada, iaitu illustration, multimedia, advertising dan grafik. Masing-masing mempunyai colour scheme yang tersendiri lah. Contoh seperti illustration, colour dominannya ialah warna kuning, multimedia warna merah, advertising warna biru dan graphic design berwarna pink. Okay, kita pergi ke illustration. So kat dalam illustration bila kita masuk tu kita dapat lihat semua student punya picture, foto yang sama juga kat dalam Instagram, cuma yang kat sini formal dulu lah. Instagram tu macam fun sikit kan. Okay, kita pergi ke salah seorang student yang terbaik kat sini, seperti Zara. Okay, kat dalam ni kat dalam ni kita boleh lihat profile student, gambar dia dulu, nama penuh dia, contact number, so that orang boleh contact dia bila dah tengok dah suka awak dia, mungkin orang nak hire dia kan. Okay. Tu boleh email, minta official email yang disediakan, dan description mengenai FYP lah, final year project yang dia buat. So dekat atas tu kat bawah tu ada link Behance dia untuk tengok lebih lanjut lah projek-projek yang telah dibuat lah. Okay, yang dekat atas ni pula ada poster FYP. Kita sediakan maksimum 3 poster, mana poster pertama tu main poster dia, yang dalam ni content dia macam output lain lah. Kemudian dekat bahagian bawah tu actually untuk video promo dia lah, yang mana kita dah play semalam 2 meja, hari ni 2 meja. So untuk visitor dia boleh tengok dekat sini lah, so that dia tak payah cari lagi. Okay. Untuk yang lain macam multimedia, dia semua sama je. Dia boleh klik mana-mana. Contoh video tadi kan, kalau tak ada video tu dia jadi lambang kot lah. Kalau ada video dia akan show seperti yang kat bawah tu. Contoh features ni kita buat sebab sebelum ni tak ada lagi board yang letak video dalam student page. Kali ni kita nak buat kelainan, kita letak video. Right. Seterusnya seterusnya kita boleh actually kita akan launch kita akan letakkan link untuk e-catalog tu by today dia akan launch. So nanti esok mungkin akan nampak lah button e-catalog dekat atas tu. Buat masa sekarang ni belum lagi. Okay, seterusnya bagian komiti, kita boleh lihat the advisor, the lecturers yang terlibat, yang project advisor Encik Faizul dan lecturer lain, Encik Mawazin, Nabila, Muhammad Fizul, dan Encik Saiful Bahar. Di bawah tu kita boleh lihat komiti yang terlibat lah, setiap tim tu. Okay, lagi merchandise. Untuk sesiapa yang ingin membeli merchandise, kita pun sediakan page untuk merchandise. Okay. Kita jual combo t-shirt dengan tote bag dengan harga RM40 excluding postage. So untuk pembelian kita macam kat dalam tu ada poster untuk sizing, you all boleh tekan lah untuk nampak besarkan lagi kan. So kalau nak beli, tekan pre-order, akan keluar Google Form dan boleh isi form and kita boleh beli. Yes. Right. Behind the scene, kat sini akan ada gambar-gambar behind the scene dan juga video lah. Macam mana cara proses kita selesaikan selesaikan projek bowl ni, Sorak bowl, Sorak with bowl. Okay, dekat footer tu nanti keluar. Okay, dekat footer tu kita sediakan link-link Behance, YouTube, Instagram dengan Facebook. Macam Behance tu kita ada dalam tu ada team yang semua partisipan dalam Sorak Report ya. Macam ni, so dia orang boleh terus direct tengok dekat sini semua student punya work. So shortcut lah. Kalau nak tengok lebih detail siapa tu kena masuklah dia orang punya Behance baru boleh nampak artwork yang lain lah daripada student. Student yang belum lagi join tu bolehlah join kat dalam tu. Mungkin bila orang tekan tu you all punya orang boleh notify you, lebih senang lah. Jangan lupa lah nak join. Ini okay. Boleh mungkin Wina boleh tengok-tengok tunjuk kat student tunjuk lah apa yang patut. Okey. Itu saja daripada saya. Dan selamat melayari lah website Sorak Iqbal yang telah kita sediakan untuk semua. Terima kasih. Sorak.
Okay, thank you Afifi for that wonderful explanation. And as everyone has noticed, it is a website, Sorak with Bull. Don't forget to visit it. Thank you very much. And can I hear some Sorak from everyone in the Zoo? More, there's more.
Okay, Sorak. Let's hear it.
Sorak. Alright, thank you. So can anyone guess what we'll be doing before the event ends today? Well, of course, we'll be announcing the Best Design Category Award, and with that, I would like to invite Encik Muhammad Faizul bin Haini to give out the awards to the receivers.
Okay. Hello, Assalamualaikum everyone. Very good morning, I think. Okay. Okay, without ado, kita akan pergi tengok ni lah. Sekejap Let me share my screen first. Okay, can you see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
Yes, sir.
Nampak.
Okay, this is our very big session lah kan. Okay, sudah Okay. Masa dinantikan ialah Best Design Category Awards. Music please. Ada music tak?
Ada.
Okay, boleh proceed.
Okay, right. There you go. Okay, Best of Research. Mari kita saksikan. Aisyah binti Idris, Brand Awareness of Sabah Tea in Klang Valley, Majoring, Advertising.
Congratulations, Aisyah. Best
Now please on your webcam.
That is enough. Thank you everyone. Memang langsung tak expect.
Dah tu je.
Tu je.
Okay. Thank you Aisyah. Congratulations to you. Okay, right. Move forward. Kita pergi tengok Best of the Best. Lama sikit lagu. Okay. Arif Hakimi bin Abdullah Hafiz dengan research dia bertajuk Personal Bubble Social Distancing Ads Engineering Multimedia.
Congratulations, Arif.
Menang banyak.
Dusta, makan dusta.
Asmat kita.
Okay, Arif, please give your speech.
Okay. Which is thank you everyone. Thank you so much for joining this event. I would like to thank everyone, those yang tolong dengan Sorak with Bolt kita ni dari semester 5 sampai semester 6. I couldn't have done it without you guys. I'm really thrilled. Thank you so much to all my lecturers. Thank you so much Encik Faizul, Encik Saiful, Madam Nick, Sir Hafizul, Sir Eza and Dr. Razif. You guys have been so supportive throughout this journey. So thank you so much everyone. And also KP, Puan Farah, if you're watching, thank you so much for all the support. Thank you to all my friends. Thank you so much for always being there. Tu je lah kot. Alright, thank you.
Okay Arif, thank you. Congratulations. Okay, semoga sukses masa hadapan. Okay, I think that's all good. Okay, that's all for the awards for these 2 days of event. Okay, memang final dia ialah best of the best lah, Arif. Okay, pemilihan ni saya terang sikit lah. Pemilihan ni dibuat secara sebelah suara oleh pensyarah berdasarkan dari segi bukan dari saja segi pencapaian akademik tapi juga dari segi participation dalam event ni sendirilah. Okay, so itu je lah. Okay, thank you everyone. Good luck everyone. See you again in future kalau kita jumpa. Okay, terima kasih.
All right, thank you, Encik Faisal, and my warmest congratulations goes to all of the recipients of the awards and all students. Kudos to you guys for the hard work. But wait, don't go anywhere just yet. We are about to show you the memories of the students of Sorak with Bold, curated for the past 6 semesters. Let's go.
Sorak, Sorak!
Apa kabar? Ku dengar kau masih menangis. Bagaimana hari? Apakah masih terasa bengis? Sampai kapan kau bungkam semua kesedihan? Bagaimana bisa aku biarkan kau kesakitan? Mungkin kau tak bisa kembali seperti dahulu. Setidaknya luka badan jiwa takkan lagi melepuh. Obatmu mungkin bukan aku, dan semoga diriku tak berkeruh. Satu hanya doaku, kau semoga sembuh. Aku ingat kita bahagia, aku ingat kita bertahan demi senyum manis dan masa depan. Satu hanya doaku, kau semoga sembuh. Luka badan jiwa takkan lagi melepuh. Satu hanya doaku, kau semoga sembuh. Setidaknya luka badan jiwa takkan lagi melepuh. Obatmu mungkin bukan aku, dan semoga diriku tak berkeruh. Satu hanya doaku, kau semoga sembuh. Obatmu mungkin bukan aku, dan semoga diriku tak berkeruh. Satu hanya doaku, kau semoga sembuh. Kau semoga sembuh. Kau semoga sembuh.
Sorak, Sorak!
And that marks the end of today's event. I would like to thank everyone, especially we all the lecturers, guests, committees of Sorak with Bold, and students to make this event a success. Good luck and all the best to you guys as you embark on a new and exciting journey. If there is any mistake done on our part, we sincerely apologize, and to students, we wish you the best of luck and hope for a bright future ahead of you. Go forth and prosper, and remember to always soar up for each other. Assalamualaikum and goodbye. Give your final Sorak a goodbye. Give your best Sorak ever. Before we end this event, give your bestest Sorak I can hear. Come on guys, more Sorak.
Let's go. Let's go guys. Sorak.
Terus Sorak, go.
Ui nangis.
Sorak.
Apa kabar? Ku dengar kau masih menangis. Bagaimana hari? Apakah masih terasa bengis? Sampai kapan kau bungkam semua kesedihan? Bagaimana bisa aku biarkan kau kesakitan? Mungkin kau tak bisa kembali seperti dahulu. Setidaknya